It's day 4 and it's quite challenging, I gotta be honest. And frankly, if it was not for recording these videos, which are gonna be keeping me accountable, I would not be working out right now. I'm so exhausted, I'm hungry again because all I had was breakfast around 9 o'clock or something, maybe 9:30. I slept in today because yesterday we had a pretty nice party with my buddies, my dad, Meg, her mom, just kind of celebrating the baby's arrival. And the weather was nice and cold yesterday in St. Pete, so we were able to make a fire, make some barbecue, and of course the guys and I, we drank some whiskey and some beers, and so there was no way I was going to wake up in time today. So I overslept, woke up around 8, as opposed to the 5:30 a.m. wake-up call that I was hoping for. You know, which goes to show that if you're drinking alcohol in the evening and hanging out with friends, it is just impossible to stick with the routine. And I'm paying a price now because instead of having a nice meal after getting home, I am, torturing myself, I suppose, to get on this bike and continue with the workout. There was also another thing that happened throughout the day. Today we had a closing, so I had to go to the final walkthrough, be at the title office to make sure everything goes well. And Meg was at another inspection for another property that somebody wants to buy. So we had a pretty busy day. And somewhere in the middle of the day, I had an opportunity to kind of waste time. I was sitting there waiting for my dad to show up because he was going to help me pick something up, and he was running late. And I caught myself during that time wasting time and being on Facebook or Instagram, just doodling around. And then I caught myself in that moment and said, wait a minute, I still have all of these things that I need to do for the rest of the day. I still need to journal, I still need to read, still need to meditate and work out. Well, let me go ahead and replace the bad habit with the good habit. So instead of sitting there waiting for my dad and messing around on the phone, just kind of killing time, I went ahead and actually did my journal entry, which was really good. And if I had a book with me, which from now on I will always carry a book with me in my briefcase or backpack, whatever you got, I'm going to be able to take a moment somewhere, and instead of killing time with entertainment of watching something on the phone, I'm actually going to go ahead and perform my habits in case I'm not able to do them in the morning. Now, I'm not trying to say that that's going to be my kind of way out from waking up on time, but I do recognize that there will be times when there'll be something going on in the evening, and also with the baby, the schedule is going to be pretty different. So I just have to use time throughout the day to work on the habits. And also right now, I got only 5 habits I'm working on, which are reading, journaling, meditating, exercising, and recording the video. So fortunately right now I'm killing 2 birds with 1 stone by exercising and recording the video, just to keep me honest. I know this is going to be a fairly boring entry here in my log, but I am going to go ahead and crank out another 30 minutes on the bike. My plan today was finish up on a normal time, go to the gym, run on the treadmill because it's really cold, but I just can't do that because I am hungry and I don't want to drive to the gym. So I'm going to be here for 30 minutes. And like I said yesterday, it's okay to be hungry and exhausted because I'm not going to collapse on this bike. My heart rate is just going to about 60% of my max, which is the fat burning stage. And for building a cycling base, just be able to get into that mode of being on a bike for about an hour at 60% max heart rate, that's the fat burning state. That's when you're training your body to burn fat as opposed to the sugars, and that's what you need for longer distances. So anyways, it's very good. It's a very good fat burning exercise. I did weigh myself on my first day of recording this. I'm at 161 and I'm about 9% or 10% body fat. I mean, a scale says 9 or 10. I gotta double check that. But anyways, it's nothing crazy, but there's a little bit of room to work to shave off some fat and build some muscle. All right, so I'm gonna keep going with this for another 30 minutes or so. Yes, I am done. I knocked out my 30 minutes, and it was actually a little painful, I gotta be honest, because being slightly hungover from yesterday, it doesn't feel great. But look at it, it even got dark. Let me step outside here. Oh man. Hello. All right, yeah, it even got dark in my garage while I was finishing up. But the one thing that I kept on thinking about was this guy that I watched one of his videos. He's this big time Ironman now, and he was talking about his life, how at a certain point he was smoking 2 packs of cigarettes when he was in his early 20s or whatnot, and then he decided to commit himself to changing his life and becoming a triathlete. Or he didn't have like an aspiration to be a professional triathlete, he just wanted to accomplish a triathlon. And on the path, on his journey to become a triathlete, he naturally just went ahead and stopped smoking because he recognized that there is just no room in his life for smoking cigarettes because he wants to be a triathlete. So he was getting a new identity for himself. And I was kind of thinking the same thing. I'm like, man, I'm not going to drink again because it's painful. I mean, 30 minutes on a bike is nothing. In this Olympic triathlon I'll be doing, you got to crank out an hour and a half at like a race pace, going at least 20 miles an hour. I'm doing maybe like 15 miles an hour, so what, that's 25% less than what the race pace would be, and I'm only doing it for 30 minutes. And in a triathlon, you're riding a bike after you swam, and then after you do that, you still have to go out and then run. Oh yeah, you see all those boxes? That's a project for tomorrow. Tomorrow should be an easier day to knock this out because, again, I'm hoping that the baby arrives tomorrow, which is Wednesday. That's going to be the 22nd, January 22nd. And I'll be, at home taking care of a lot of stuff. So that's the project I left for later. It's a little embarrassing, but whatever. It's my life. All right, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. It's going to be day 5, and we'll see what we can accomplish. Well, I forgot to mention that I still have to read and meditate this evening. So I'm going to have dinner and accomplish that. And the only way I can accomplish those 2 things is if I don't turn on the TV or jump online to check out something on Facebook or Instagram, whatever. But tomorrow, I'm gonna hope to wake up on time and accomplish all of those things before I go to the office, probably around 8:30, 9 o'clock. So I'm not done yet for the day. I still got a few more things to do. All right, I'll give you an update tomorrow.